was more physical in the restricted area than most?
It was a good game. Both teams had a hard-fought game, and they had a lot of transition points. They kicked our butt in transition, and that was basically the telltale sign of the game for us in the loss. And obviously, everybody look at that offensive rebound by Bell and kick out to Steph for that three. I mean, to Clay for that three. But they kicked our butts in transition.
You felt like Trent in those two plays.
Which one?
The left wing that you drove. The ball went out of bounds in the second one.
I lost it. I lost it on the left wing. It got me a little bit, but I lost that one. But the one right before, obviously the overturn one, he found me twice. But whatever. What are you gonna do about it?
What did you say about Kevin Durant's defense this year? Do you think he's in consideration for defensive player of the year?
I mean, he's one of the leaders in shot blocks a game, and obviously he had 5 tonight, so he's been doing a heck of a job of, first of all, taking an individual matchup and then, protecting the rim too. They got a good, maybe great. He is great defensive mind, and Mike Brown sitting over there too. I know all about it.
Does he pose the greatest challenge of any individual player in the league?
What do you mean?
When you go up against him, as far as all the stars in the league, that's probably the toughest. Is he the toughest challenge?
He's right up there, if not the best. Kawhi is up there. Russ, James. There's a pretty long list, but to play, it's kind of the same position with me and KD being small forwards and with Kawhi. So, we do a great job of going at it.
You guys shot 12% the second quarter, and I don't think the third was much better. Was that their key, or were you guys rattled?
Huh? Were we rattled? Come on now, come on, Marlon. You with us, ain't you? No, we ain't never rattled, but they had a great scheme. It's their defense. You got to still be able to, make plays. We had some great looks, but they didn't go down. But even with us shooting as bad as we did in the second and the third, we was defending the same to them as well. So like I said, it was a defensive game, and the ones that we gave up in transition is the ones you can't really prepare for. Not meaning like you can't prepare to talk about it, but when you're in a set defense, on a half court, you're able to prepare for the sets and things like that. In transition, you gotta just haul ass and get back, and if not, we know Golden State over the last few years is gonna make you pay.
You guys were lights out from 3 the whole game, and really struggled inside the arc. Was there anything in particular they were doing, or was it just missed shots?
I mean, we missed some chippies at the rim. I mean, Kev, and Jeff, who's been very efficient around the rim. And, we had some good looks that just didn't go.
Kevin hasn't had his typical numbers against the Warriors last couple of finals. Did you guys unlock anything with him today?
No, he's unlocked himself this year. I mean, just say what Kevin's been doing this year. There it is.
How much of that is him playing center full time? Does that unlock anything extra for him?
I love it. It's been a reason why we've been playing so, it's a great ball over the last couple of months. So I hope he wants to stay there. Kev, he's talked about him wanting to go back to the power forward position, but we've been winning, and and he's been playing big time ball. So hopefully he wants to stay at center.
Is that mainly because of the ability, like obviously showed today, to really space the floor in the way that a lot of guys in that position, even the way the league is now?
Well, that's one, but his ability to rebound too. You can rebound, you can play at any position. And Kev's ability to shoot the ball space, but also get in the paint, and also rebound. I mean, he can play that position, especially with the league is right now.
Sure.
Ron, both guys are missing some key players, but how would you assess this first meeting of the two teams between you and the Warriors?
A fill out. It was a fill out. It was a great game, I think, for our fans and for both teams to see where they are. But both teams missing very, very key pieces, obviously. But the game was great. I think probably was pretty good for the fans. I know it wasn't as efficient as our fans would have loved to see, but we look for a competitive game. We gave them one.
Is this a slice of what Crowder can add to this rivalry?
Crowder's big time. We're happy to have him.
We're happy to have him. Which means that they're not happy that they got clam chowder. Clam Chowder, who came over with IR from Boston. No, I've been excited ever since the victory. It's been like one big victory party. I think that's his name, Clam Chowder. Oh, what was he complaining about? Oh, he kept saying he got fouled by Kevin Durant twice. But let's listen to what Kevin Durant had to say about the incident. I think that's more important.
He always brings energy. He's learning every time he gets a chance to play.
He's smart in the pick and roll. We wanted to be more aggressive. There was a few times tonight in the pick and roll. They tried to go to him in the pocket, and he kind of hesitated a bit. So we wanted to be aggressive going to the rim and making plays, but he's learning, and he's making adjustments like each possession, and that's pretty rare for a rookie, you know. So he might make a mistake one possession, and then he might do something spectacular the next. So you just see that he thinks the game, he's learning, and it's only going to make us better.
Kevin, Coach Kerr just told us that you asked to guard Lebron, that you like guarding. Why? Why is that? What do you like about that challenge?
I just like guard my position. Small forwards, supposed to guard small forwards. You know, anybody else could have guarded him, and then then couldn't put pad on him. He's just a little too small. Andre doesn't start, so I guess I was the last guy that just come on. But I just like guarding my position.
Kevin, how much do the blocks fuel you guys when you can do that and you know, go down and dunk on the other end? And Steve also said you shine in the big games. What is it that rises you to the occasion and allows you to do that?
Well, it's Christmas, and so many people here just happy. It's just so much joy in the arena today because it's Christmas, and we all feed off of that. And the spirit just moves us around this time. And
He said what he liked to do.
Hard for a game, you know, well-coached game by both sides. And it's just fun to be a part of. You know, you don't want to think about, you know, when you think back on the game afterwards, you don't want to say, well, I wasn't involved in this possession, I wasn't mentally all the way in on this possession. You just want to just inject yourself into the game and, you know, just play. And I think that's how we all felt coming into the locker room after the game. We just left all out there.
Hey, Kevin, with what you were saying earlier this week about guarding guys like Lebron, like it's not much about stopping as opposed to like making things more difficult. Where do you think that approach went into play with what you're able to do down the stretch against?
Well, you got to.
Go ahead,
I
Dave.
don't know what it is, honestly. It's like a short sleeve overcoat. Yep.
Dre, we saw the obviously what was on your shoes. We know the relationship you have with Brian. Was that just friend?
Yeah, so that's how we're related to Draymond Green. My cousin is married to Draymond Green's father. That is absolutely correct. Saginaw in the house. Sag nasty. Yep. Well, I think it's Draymond Green is in the best shape he's been in. Last year was his first year trying a nutritionist, having somebody to cook for him. That was the first time he's had that.
I don't know what it is, honestly. It's like short sleeve overcoat. Yep.
Dre, we saw that obviously what was on your shoes. We know the relationship you have with LeBron. Was that just a friendly competition going?
You want my honest answer, or you want me to lie to you?
I want you to be Draymond.
Well, that's honesty. So my guy, Quell, he just like brought me the shoes yesterday, maybe? I was getting a haircut, and he brought me the shoes and was like, hey, this guy made these for you for Christmas. I'm wearing them all. And I was getting a haircut, I was sleepy. If you go look at his Instagram, I fell asleep getting a haircut, everything. And I was like, I might wear them. And then I woke up today and I was in a better mood. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna wear those. That's why I wore them. So I had no input on it, honestly. I wish I could have took credit for it, though, but I hate lying. So, but, you know, it's crazy. I didn't even think about that. Maybe that's why the guy made it, trolling Brian. I didn't even think about that, but dang, that was good. That was good. I forgot about that.
Come on. Merry Christmas. You know, you guys got 8 blocks. You know, KD got 5 blocks, especially blocking LeBron James. You might what makes KD so great at protecting the ring?
I think K really had 4 blocks, because I'm going to take credit for one of those. No, I mean, I always say defense is just about wanting to do it. And, you know, he's bought into just wanting to play defense. You know, one thing, if you watch the evolution of Kevin's career,
learn that, LeBron.
He could just score. He would go get you 20 every night, but that's all he could do. And over the course of years, he became a better passer. You know, he became a better rebounder. And this is just a part of the evolution. He's become a much better defender. And that makes our defense tough. You know, when you got your small forward, you know, protecting the rim the way he does, usually he's always the weak side man, you know, or coming down and get a block shot, and that's stifling for a defense. So, I mean, for an offense. So, you know, it's been great to have him playing at the level he's been on a defensive end, but not only this year. I think he's like that last year as well, and it's continued to get better this year.
Who got that Tristan Thompson dunk attempt? Was that you? Was that both of you?
We both got it, but he earned that block because he got it first. So I kind of sprinkled a little finishing touches on it, but he got it first.
How does the feel of the game change when Zaza's starting versus Jordan Bell? What was your overall impression of Bell tonight?
Well, when Zaza started, we run quite a bit through Zaza, through the elbow. You know, he's a great passer. Zaza's more of a bruiser. He does abuse people, but more of a bruiser. And Jordan is just kind of up and down. Everything's tempo. Obviously more athletic. They both bring, you know, something different to our team. Something different, but both guys that we really need. So, you know, obviously I don't think we've missed a beat with Jordan in there. And when Zaza's in there, we don't miss a beat either. So, you know, 2 completely different styles. And we're going to need them both to play, you know, big minutes for us and, you know, in big situations as Jordan did tonight. Zaza's in those situations quite a bit. The finals last year, I think he helped, you know, take Tristan Thompson out of the finals last year. So, you know, there's going to be moments where, you know, Steve kind of does his thing where he do it by committee. Zaza's going to have his moments where we need him to be huge, and Jordan will have his as well. But Jordan was phenomenal tonight. Helped us win that game.
Hey, Draymond, you were saying earlier in the season that Kevin's never going to get his proper due as far as the respect on defense. Do you think that could ever change? Given
I think he's getting more respect as of late about his defense. But if that was someone that just played defense, it'll still be more, you know. But you're doing Kevin Durant a disservice if you just talk about his defense because he's so good offensively. And if you're just talking about his defense, you're probably going to look like you don't know what you're talking about because if you don't say nothing about the offense, that's what he's spectacular at. In the same sense, I think he's getting, like I said, he's getting more credit for it, and which is great. But it'll never overshadow his offense. But I'm happy that he's getting the credit that he's due, you know, on the defensive end, and more people are starting to notice.
Do you think Kevin gets particularly pumped for these matchups against LeBron, and do you enjoy watching him in these games?
I haven't, saw anything where he's more excited or, to play LeBron than he is to play anyone else. Obviously, when you're a great playing against another great, you take on that challenge. And, he's taking on that challenge. And anybody's going to be like that, when you have the type of challenge in front of you. So he stepped up big in the moments, but I don't see anything different than I see on any other night.
What happened in that sequence, I think it's the first quarter, where Calderon was mad, there was some stuff over towards the bench, and then you ended up getting hit with a tee?
I just asked, how can he yell in his face like that and not get a tech? Yeah. That's crazy to me. That looked like a shout match between a umpire and a manager. Like, that's how it looked to me. You see what they call him, skipper? Come out and then sometimes they get thrown out, sometimes they go back to the bench. He didn't get thrown out, he just went back to the bench, or to the dugout. So I'm wondering, how did he just get to go back to the dugout and not get a technical? I don't know, but I got one. It's cool.
You're obviously Defensive Player of the Year. You're known for
Yeah,
your
but
defense.
LeBron ain't talking about that.
Know how good Kevin was on defense, and I know that Kerr has emphasized defense, and I know people believe defense wins, but you were just talking, Kevin was the shooter. Did you know how good he was?
I'll tell you you always see, if you watch the game, you would always see over the years him make some defensive plays, but he never really cared. He hadn't never really bought into it. Sometimes he'd take on the challenge and show you how good he can be. I played against Kevin the year before he came here in the conference finals, and he was guarding me. I knew at that point how good he was defensively. Because that series, with him guarding me, it was rough. Like, his lane throw your shot off. It's hard to get around him because he moved like a guard. That's when I kind of learned, how good he was on the defensive end. And obviously coming in here, that was really fresh because that had just happened. And, you just kind of tell him, hey, man, we need you to defend. I think when you look at the beginning of last year, he kind of started off just like, and then, we sat down and we talked about, like, hey, man, we need you to be, lock in on defense. And from that point on, he's just been getting better and better, and he's a great defender.
Draymond, normally Christmas Day feels like that unofficial start to the season, but you guys have played 34 games already. Does this feel like that still? And do you guys hit another gear now that you got this game out the way?
No, I definitely don't feel like the start. No, we're pretty banged up, so can't really be the start for us. But, after Christmas Day, you're going into the new year. I think the season kind of, the way you break it up in different segments. You get to Christmas Day, you kind of assess yourself because that's usually against a great opponent. You kind of see where you're at. Tough to say where we are. I mean, obviously we've been playing well, but, we're without Steph. We've been without Sean. We've been without Zaza. We've been without me until the last few games. And then it's tough to say where they are, without Isaiah and what he's going to add to their team without D. Rose. So, it's still a good game, but, I think, both teams got some great pieces coming back into the lineup pretty soon here. And so it's kind of it's just tough to say, like, yeah, we're here and they're there with so many guys missing.
All right. Now, you got him sitting over here complaining. Oh, he's still complaining.
At both ends of the floor, this game was more physical in the restricted area than most.
It was a good game. Both teams, had a hard-fought game, and they had a lot of transition points. They kicked our butt in transition, and that was basically the telltale sign of the game for us in the loss. And obviously, everybody, look at that offensive rebound by Bale and kick out to Steph for that three. I mean, to Clay for that three. But they kicked our butts in transition.
Where you found my friend on those two plays?
Which one?
The one left wing that you drove. The ball went out of bounds in the second.
I lost it. I lost it on the left wing. It got me a little bit, but I lost that one. But the one right before, obviously the overturn one, he fouled me twice. But whatever. What are you gonna do about it?
What did you say about Kevin Durant's defense this year?
He fouled me twice. Yeah, right. You out there taking 5-step dribbling offensive fouls. You made the contact with him.
Tonight, so he's been doing a heck of a job of, first of all, taking an individual matchup and then, protecting the rim too. They got a good, maybe great. He is great defensive mind, and Mike Brown sitting over there too. I know all about it.
Does he pose the greatest challenge of any individual player in the league?
What do you mean?
When you go up against him, as far as all the stars in the league, that's probably the toughest. Is he the toughest?
Yeah, he's such a great mind. You got him fired twice.
There, if not the best. Kawhi is up there. Russ, James. There's a pretty long list. But, to play, it's kind of the same position with me and KD being small forwards and with Kawhi. So, we do a great job of going at it.
You guys shot 12% in the second quarter, and I don't think the third was much better. Was that their D, or were you guys rattled?
Huh? Well, we rattled. Come on now, come on, Marlon. You with us, ain't you? No, we ain't never rattled, but they had a great scheme. It's their defense. You got to still be able to, make plays. We had some great looks, but they didn't go down. But even with us shooting as bad as we did in the second and the third, we was.
You got exposed.
To them as well, so
you got exposed tonight.
Game and,
20 points
the ones that we gave up
on the big stage.
The ones you can't really prepare.
You've lost 6
not meaning like you can't
out of 7 games.
When you're on a set defense, on a half court, you're able to prepare for the set
against the
that.
Golden State Warriors. They've lost 6 of the last 7 games.
Over the last few years is gonna make you pay.
You guys were lights out for 3 the whole game, but really struggled inside the arc. Was there anything in particular they were doing, or was it just the shots?
I mean, there's some chippies at the rim. I mean, Kev.
The only game they won
very efficient around the rim.
was the criminal game,
they had some good looks that just didn't go.
Game 4 of the NBA Finals. They've lost 6 of the last 7 to Golden State.
No, he's unlocked himself this year. I mean, just say what Kevin's been doing this year. There it is.
How much of that is him playing center full time? Does that unlock anything extra for him?
3 of the 6 have been blowouts.
I love it.
By more than 20.
The reason why we've been playing so, it's a great ball over the last couple months. So I hope he wants.
Why are we talking about this bum team?
He's talked about him wanting to go back to the power forward position, but we've been winning, and and he's been playing big time ball. So hopefully he wants to stay at center.
Is that mainly because of the ability, like obviously showed today, to really space the floor in a way that a lot of guys in that position, even the way the league is now?
Well, that's one, but it's
bad reffing keeps this guy around.
You can rebound, you can play at any position, and Kev's ability to shoot the ball space, but also get in the paint, and also rebound. I mean, he can play that position, especially with the league is right now.
Sure. Ron, both guys are missing some key players, but how would you assess this first meeting of the 2 teams between you and the Warriors?
A fill out. It was a fill out. It was a great game, I think, for our fans and for both teams to see where they are. But both teams missing very, very key pieces, obviously. But the game was great. I think probably was pretty good for the fans. I know it wasn't as efficient as our fans would have loved to see, but we look for a competitive game we gave them.
Is this a slice of what Crowder can add to this rivalry?
Crowder's big time. We're happy to have him.
It's about unusual to have such a disparity in three-point percentage in 2. Was some of the shots, I'm talking about team-wise, rushed because of their ability to rim protect?
Well, they, especially today, defended the rim extremely well. They have a number of guys that kind of make you think in there, but we had our chances, little chippies that we could have made. They usually go our way, but you got to give them credit. They did a good job of defending that today. And
there they go, chippies and bunnies.
Well.
That's what he keeps calling.
3-point line and in, so uncharacteristic
whole
of us.
Skittles crew.
We fought hard, gave ourselves chances. They were just quicker to those 50-50 balls down the stretch. We turned the ball over, and that was pretty telling late in the game, and they were able to take it out here with a good win.
It's great.
anything specific that they were doing to you guys inside? Obviously, you were lights out in the three, but you guys struggled kind of inside the arc all night. Was it just missed shots, or were they doing something different?
Not really. I mean, we had a lot of good looks, ones that we usually make. You know, I can't tell you. I think, you know, 8 or 9 out of 10 times, large majority of the time, we make those shots. But, you know, today was just a little different, and it felt like it carried over throughout really everybody on the entire team. So just a poor night shooting, and we'll bounce back from it.
The land. The toxic waste dump land.
Any additional stuff for you this year, or do you think
no, I think I'm just out there playing hard, just you know, taking what the defense gives me. The same thing tonight.
Kevin no love. They blame him when they lose.
Good looks from the 3-point line.
Even if he has 31.
You know, I was one of those guys that missed a lot of those good shots.
Don't give him no
inside,
credit
but,
when they win
you know,
because of him.
Shooting the shots that were there, and they just didn't fall to them.
say about Kevin Durant, the way he's playing defense? He's playing at a high level, and just overall the Warriors and their rim protection there.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of those guys that, well, I think he's second or third in the league in block shots. I'm not exactly, I know he's up there, but he, you know,
Shaka, the ref looked suspect throughout the game.
You know, helping his
all
team.
of them did.
You know,
the way they cheated for Cleveland. Cleveland would have been blown out a long time ago.
And athletic, that, you know, he gets to a number of the shots, whether it's you know, guys trying to take quick jumpers over him, or you know, guys trying to finish at the rim. So he's one of those guys that has really stepped up his game defensively for them. That's helped him.
You guys only played the Warriors twice in the regular season, but what was your assessment of how this game went compared to, like, you know, obviously first round meetings since the finals?
Well, it's a little bit misleading only because, you know, they aren't at full strength. Obviously because of Steph, who brings so much to their team and really gives them a whole different dynamic. Makes them even another level or two higher. And, you know, with us, we feel like Isaiah and, you know, the couple of guys that we have out, few guys that we have out, add another couple layers and dynamics for us too. So, but we felt it was a hard-fought game today. Couple balls, you know, bouncing our direction. Maybe it's a different game, but you know, you got to give them credit. They're very good on their home floor, and they play extremely well together.
First time playing in the Garden, and you know, especially when I play on the road, I love putting on the show, and I